But I see I made 40 subs yesterday in one day. Wow, that shit is crazy, man. We're starting to turn up already. So salute to y'all. Alright, man. I'm cold as shit. I'm out this bitch. Peace!
We are back for another video. How are we all doing today? Oh man, it's been a while. It's been about 5 years since we did this. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about the first time I ever smoked weed. The first time I ever got everybody that's already liked the video. If you're new to the channel, boy, hit that subscription for me. Yo, you guys have been killing it. I've been killing it. I've been putting out a lot of good stuff, and you guys have been killing it with the support. We've been killing it. I want to thank you guys so much. It's really been motivating me to keep going. We have a really good story here. Before we get this story started, I just want to say one thing. I want to say one thing to YouTube out there. I want to say one thing to the impressionable minds out there, to the young adults, to the adults. Let me just make this very clear. We're going to sit here and we're going to talk about the first time I ever smoked weed, first time I got high, right? But I am in no way, shape, or form condoning, requesting, trying to motivate anyone here to smoke. In fact, I'm doing the complete opposite. I'm doing the complete opposite with this story. As you guys know, I do not promote smoking on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, ever. Never done it. I've been on YouTube for years. You never see me promote it. So I'm not that type of person that likes to promote it. I don't like to use my platform to try and get impressionable minds to do stuff that they maybe shouldn't do. In my opinion, I'm gonna just say this and then we're gonna get the video started. In my opinion, smoking weed, marijuana has some negative factors. Number one, your lungs. It really has a really bad effect on your lungs. And then number two, like I've said before in other videos, weed does make you tired. Maybe not right away, but it does make you tired. It does make you a little lazy. It does have that sort of effect on you. And that has an effect on your success, what you get done, what you do every day. You know what I mean? So I do feel like if you wanted to live your most productive, successful life, you wouldn't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't smoke at all. I drink wine. That's about it. But no, I don't smoke. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about smoking!
Thought of something funnier than 24.
I've never felt like this before. I feel terrible. Bro, I'm about to die.
Overside. Okay, so I want to say it was coming into freshman year. Maybe freshman year had already started, or maybe it was 8th grade leading into freshman year. I can't remember. Either way, I was with my friend Jason. I had two main friends in high school. One of them's named Jason, one of them's named Harlan, right? I linked up with Jason before school. Jason had smoked a few times before in his life. Not a lot, like 2 or 3, but he had done it before. I had never done it before. I had never let anybody peer pressure me into doing it. There was a lot of times when people tried to peer pressure me into doing it, and I just never did. But then eventually, I decided, you know what, let's give it a try. So we're at Jason's house before school. Neither one of us knew how to roll up anything. But Jason somehow knew how to, if you used an apple and you put like holes in, now that I'm looking back on it, I don't know how he knew how to do this, but didn't know how to roll. But he didn't know how to roll. I didn't know how to roll. I never smoked. But he was able to like put holes in an apple and we smoked out of an apple. We did that. And I remember for the first 15, 20 minutes, I didn't feel anything. Then we started walking to school, and it was like nothing I've ever felt before in my life. I can still kind of sort of remember it. And it was like 10 plus years ago, and I can still kind of sort of remember it. It was just a very, very different feel. Similar to the first time I got drunk, it was a very similar. I feel like the first time you do stuff like drugs or drink or whatever, the feeling that you feel the first time is a lot different than how it feels later on. Like, I've never really felt that same drunk that I felt the first. You know what I mean? So like this feeling, I just remember it just felt really crazy. I was happy. I was in a good mood. I just remember it feeling really crazy. I remember literally Jason was like literally less than 5 minutes from the school. Walking from his house to the high school was less than 5 minutes. But I swear it felt like the walk was 40 minutes long. The walk felt like it was 40 minutes long. I remember just laughing at literally everything. Nothing was happening. I remember there was like a stop sign or something in the road, and Jason pretended to hit his head on it, but just like hit it with his hand and then like moved his head, like act like he hit his head on it. And I remember that was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. I remember laughing at that for some reason so. I don't know why, but I just remember it was just hilarious to me. So I'm not gonna lie. That was really the first time I smoked. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember really what happened after that. I think I just went to school and we had like a normal day, or I don't know, maybe I could ask Jason, he could tell me, but I don't really remember. Nothing really outstanding, anything crazy really happened. I really just remember the feeling and then the walk to school. It's hard to remember what really happened the rest of the day, but don't worry. That's not why we're here. We're really here for the second time. We're really here for the second time that I smoked. That's what we're here for. Okay, so the second time that I ever smoked, everything was a lot different. I remember every single thing that happened. Okay, so this time I decided that I would smoke with my other really good friend, Harlan, like I was telling you about, okay? So me and Harlan had smoked a few times. This was only my second time. Everybody had smoked more than me. I hadn't done it that much, right? Okay, so me and Harlan, we linked up. We went to one of my friends named Jonathan house. He's a black dude named Jonathan. He was like a soccer player. He was a cool dude, right? We went to Jonathan's house. Jonathan used to hang out with the white boys because I guess he was on the soccer. A lot of soccer players did, right? I mean, I did too, but like he did like a lot more, like a lot. Like most of his friends were white, right? So he had this other dude who I knew but didn't know came over. His name was Keel. And Keel brought the keel. What did you know? Okay, so Keel was a very, very experienced smoker. Like, again, this is freshman year, right? This was freshman year. School freshman year had started now, for sure. This was freshman year, but Keel was very advanced. He knew everything. He knew how to do everything. He knew all about the different strains. He had probably been smoking for at least a year or two. I don't know. So he came over there very prepared. We literally didn't know anything. He came over there with everything, right? So we said, yo, I got this bag, man. This great white shark. This great white shark, bruh. Or did he say no? I think he said, yo, I got some great white shark and I got a little bit of northern lights, right? That's what he said, right? I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, okay, whatever that means, cool, right? So this man literally had like an eighth of weed, which is a lot of weed for someone who really only smoked one time out of an apple and didn't really feel it. And now the second time I'm doing it, we smoking an eighth? You know what I mean? This was a very large leap for me. I'm not even quite sure why I did it, but I guess I was just going with the flow, right? So we rolled up, or they, because I didn't know what I was. No, actually, we all tried. Or maybe no, I don't think I tried. No, I didn't try. No, they rolled it up. Anyways, okay, so they rolled up 4 ridiculously large blunts. Think of an eighth of, they put an eighth of weed into 4 blunts. It was only us 4. So us 4 smoked 4 blunts. Not only did we smoke 4 blunts, it was before school, so we didn't have that much time. We had like 20, 30 minutes. We smoked them all at the same exact time. This was the second time I had ever smoked in my life. And they have me smoking 4 blunts at one time. So, we literally had all 4 in rotation at the same time. I remember as soon as you stopped hitting one, there'll be another one in your hand. I don't even know where we was passing them. It didn't even really, anyways. So we did that. And I remember after we had finished smoking those 4, I think we smoked all 4. Bro. Oh my good bro. Bro. I could barely do anything. I could barely do anything. I had rode over there on my bike, expecting to be able to ride my bike to the school. Literally, again, Jonathan's house is closer to the school than Jason's house. Jonathan's house is right here. The school is literally down. I'm looking at the school. It's literally all the way down the street. It's like we're on the street, but the street's like we ride our bikes down it for a few minutes, and then there's like it's literally on the same street. Like I can kind of see the school from where we're at, right? So I'm like, oh, no big deal. I can just ride my bike back. I couldn't even ride my bike for like 2 minutes. I could barely even get on the bike. I literally had to walk the bike up the street. I think Harlan hopped on his bike and nearly got smacked by a car, I think. He was wilding. I don't know what Keel and Jonathan were doing, but we were all out of it. It was bad. It was bad, bro. I'm telling you, I could barely do anything. I don't know what I was thinking. I could barely do anything. So we somehow get to school. We get to our first period class. Right on time, you know what I mean? Usually that's usually how my white friends, that's how we roll. We always be on time for class. Right, so we get to class, right? First period, I had Spanish. First period. Right? My Spanish teacher was short. And she used to just always speak in Spanish all of the time. I can't remember her name. But she always used to do this one thing where she would just go, "Awoo," like "awoo, awoo, clock, awoo." I don't know why she always used to make that "awoo" though. I don't even know what that means. Anyways, so she was just naturally just kind of like a funny, like a lively teacher. I remember coming in there first period and literally everything she'd do had me die. I was dying at her little body. I was dying, bro. I was literally laughing at everything for no reason. She wasn't even doing anything. She was literally teaching the class, and it was just all so hilarious to me. I was trying to play it cool, but I was really in there tweaking. She might have even known, but she was kind of old. I don't know, but I feel like the other classmates probably knew. I mean, it was probably obvious, not looking back. It had to be obvious. I had never done this before. It had to be clearly obvious, right? First period was like 30 minutes long. It felt like I was in there for 5 hours. It felt like I was in that class for 5 hours. And it started off fun. I was having fun. One of my friends, Derek, was in there. We were having a good old time. I was telling Derek, like, yeah, I just got blasted, having a good old time, right? And then like halfway through the period, everything changed. I don't even know how. I don't even know what happened. But literally halfway through the period, everything changed. And I start feeling sick. I start feeling not that good. And because I was so blasted out of my mind, I thought I was dying. I swear to God, I thought I was dying. Most people who have smoked will tell you there was one time when they got so blasted that they felt like they were dying. I feel like that's a normal thing. I literally felt like I was going to die. I don't know why I felt like that, but I literally felt like I was going to die. I just started feeling sick, and I was like, oh my, I feel horrible. I started panicking a little bit, I feel horrible. Oh my God. I started freaking out. I think I had a little bit a little bit of weed or like a lighter or something in my pocket. I like gave it to my friend Derek. I'm like, yo, take this. Like, I don't even want this. Like, I don't even want this around me. Like, yo, I feel so bad. Like, yo, I feel horrible. Like, oh my gosh, if I make it out of this, bro, I'm never smoking again. Like, literally, that's what I was saying to my friend. Like, literally, that's how I felt. Like, I was like, yo, I don't like this feeling. I hate this feeling. I never want to smoke again. I don't even want to be blasted anymore. Like, please, can we stop this? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I was literally feeling horrible, and I was panicking, freaking myself out, right? So I was just waiting to get out of first period. Oh my gosh, I just remember feeling so bad, right? So then first period finally somehow ends. 10 hours later, first period's finally over, and I was still feeling horrible. And I remember just like, I was on the 3rd floor. I remember walking down to the 1st floor to go to my next class, right? And as soon as I got to the 1st floor, I just started throwing up everywhere. I think like a little girl or something shrieked. She was like, ah! I didn't get it on anybody, but I think she was, I don't know. I literally, as soon as I got to the 1st floor, I'm talking about the second my foot hit the bottom stair, I literally started yakking everywhere. So then they take me to the nurse. And when they take me to the nurse, after I threw up, I felt a little better, but I still felt horrible. And I think when I threw up, you could see some of the Swisher guts in the throw up. Like, I think whoever rolled up the weed, because it wasn't me, didn't get all of the tobacco out of the blunts. And I think you could see that in my throw up, if I remember correctly. So I think that they were thinking that maybe I had smoked or something like that, because I think they noticed that. They didn't really say anything to me, or maybe they asked me if I smoked, and if they did, I said no. I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. But they might not have asked me. I really don't remember. But literally, that was the second time that I ever smoked weed. And after that situation happened, I didn't smoke weed for a long time. I don't even think I smoked again that year. Maybe I did at the end of the year. I don't know. I took a long time off. Like, I felt horrible. Just like first time I drank, I had a really, really bad experience. And it just made me, I was like, okay, that's enough of that. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I was over it. And then obviously, as you guys know, I started smoking again when I got a little bit older. And then I did it through college. And then I had that situation happen. And then recently after that, like not too long after that, I'm going to say like a year or so after that, when I started living in California and living by myself and I had to work real hard and stuff like that, I was smoking at first, but then I didn't like how distracted and how unfocused I was. So I stopped. And I remember, I will also say this too. Okay, so you guys remember how I told you about that story where I got, the college situation, right, where I got kicked out of college. Well, I ended up having to go to court for that and everything like that. And they didn't give me anything but community service. But they also gave me probation for a year, I think. And when I was on probation, I remember I had to get drug tests. And I used to smoke all the time, so this was a big deal for me. At first, I would try and like finagle my way around the drug test and hopefully not get caught. But then one time, when I took one of the drug tests, because I had to take it every month, they seen that I smoked, and he told me, like, if you keep smoking, we're going to throw you back in jail or whatever, right? So I had to stop. And I remember being forced to stop. That month or two, I was literally so focused. At first, it was so hard for me to stop. Like, the first week, it was so hard for me to stop. Like, I missed the oral fixation of smoking. But literally, after, like, a week or two went by, I remember it was literally like my most productive 2 months on YouTube ever. Like, I was getting so much done. I was so locked in. I loved the way I felt, right? So then I was thinking back to that when I got a little bit older, like, yo, I really liked that feeling, that focused feeling. So that's when I just stopped altogether, because I was trying to get back to that same feeling. So yeah, now, like I said, now I don't smoke. I'm as locked in as you could possibly imagine right now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm recording all day, like editing, like I'm working out. I'm running 6 miles every other day. I can remember last time I had a burger or a chicken sandwich, which I both love. I've been eating salads every day. Like, I'm really, really locked in. Like, I like the headspace that I'm in right now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel really good. So yeah, that was my first time smoking. That was my first 2 times smoking. Like I said at the beginning, I am not promoting, advocating, motivating anybody to smoke. I think that if you want to be successful, if you care a lot about your life and what you want to do in life, if you really want to be successful, you won't do it. And not to say that you can't smoke and be successful. Sure, there's a lot of people that are. But all of the people way up, the really, really, really hard-working people, yeah, nah, they're not really, you know what I mean? There's not really time for stuff like that. So that's why I just say don't do it. And even if I did, I wouldn't promote it online or anything like that, because I don't think that is cool to like try and show kids that it's cool to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I would never do anything like that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoy. Let's try and get as close to 10,000 likes as we possibly can. We probably won't hit it, but we should at least be able to get 8, maybe 9. Maybe we could squeeze out the 10. I don't know. Like I said, subscribe if you're new. We do videos every single day. You guys have been killing it with the support. It's really been motivating me to keep on going. I feel like we can really do some great things with this channel. We just got to keep going. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for the support. I love you guys. Until next time, it's been your boy. You guys have a great week. Everybody stay healthy, stay happy, stay motivated. I hope some of my good energy flowed out of me and went into y'all. And until next time, it's been your boy. And don't smoke. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not missing nothing, bro. Trust me, you're not missing nothing. Hey, they're trying to have you think you're missing something by not smoking, but you're not missing nothing, bro. Trust. And definitely don't juul. Don't get me started on the juul and the cigarettes. Lord have mercy. Yo, this is the story of the craziest girl. I don't even know if I want to call her crazy because I'm low-key scared of her a little bit. I don't want no problems with this girl. So I start walking to my car, not thinking anything of it. And as I get to my car, as soon as I'm about to like open the door to my car, I start hearing some loud flip-flops coming up behind me, and I'm like,